Hi, Forever Blessed. Thank you so much for your comment. Well, could you expand just a little more and maybe just say how did you go too far? Thank you, just curious. So this one here was about I was in the lounge, my work lounge, which is given to me by my office, and I made a video that the coffee bar and sparkling water bar was refreshing and therefore I went too far. So I didn't have any coffee, but I had sparkling water and it was so amazing, right? Because it's filtered and it's got carbonation. So first of all, let's go to filtered water, which is very good for you, right? Because it has something like bad minerals removed, for example, or demineralized. Mm, I use an S, not a Z, but you can use either. Okay, the next is sometimes it might have carbonation. Sparkling. Um, okay, so reduce negative effect on body from bad calcium, etc. Excuse me, from body. Oh. Reduce the negative effect on body from bad calcium, etc. Okay. Um, uh, carbon is Bohr effect, BOHR. Another one would be the same thing, helps you breathe, helps breathing. Okay. Okay. So, tastes good is need it. Okay. So here's the water scale. Went from tastes bad. It's just taste okay. Tastes excellent. Okay. And we're going to do two assessments. Assessment 1 and assessment 2. So assessment 1 measures what? The effect of water, which is bad. So is the water bad? 1, is the water bad or good? From maker, from who made it, okay? And then this one is going to be 2, is the water helpful right now for you? Okay, and these are two separate things. So first of all, if it tastes bad, then the result is bad, okay? If it tastes okay, all right, then the result is okay. If it tastes excellent, then the result is better than competitor. Okay. Okay. So basically, don't drink the bad water. Okay. If it's okay, sure. But you want better than the competitor. So what if this is brand 1, right? And this is brand 2. Okay. Which brand do you choose, right? You choose brand 2. Unless you're Chinese, then you would call the better one brand 1, right? Depends what you mean by number 1, of course. So you know, you just choose the best brand, brand number 1, or you in your own culture you might just say the best brand would be the name, brand 1. So brand name, star, and then we'll just go that one. Okay. So different way of thinking about that. So you're kind of like choosing which brands you want. Okay, what brands? So okay. And so sometimes brands can be selected by what? You select it by the manufacturer, or you can just do it by the process, or you can do it by the plastic or glass used, for example, packaging, right? You could do it by different factors, okay? Machine used is just like a tap at the tap, okay? So machine used at tap, for example, or other. Okay, let's keep thinking about water another way now. So taste. Now, I had a water which was filtered by machine, not as good as Culligan water, but very good water. Okay, it's sparkling, high quality, healthy water. So, comparatively to the other water available inside the building. So, there might be to an extent, might be a brand I could buy that could be as good, maybe. Okay. Is the water helpful right now for you? So, if it tastes bad, it means I have enough. So, stop. You had enough a while ago. Tastes okay? Probably enough. Probably enough. Okay. Have not had enough in a while. So an excellent have not had enough in a while because you need it too much. Okay, which is okay. You can need it too much. You know, good time to drink. I need it too much. Okay. So sometimes the taste has to do with how much your body needs it. Okay. How my body needs it. Some things can interfere with this process, such as carbohydrates. If you don't eat carbohydrates, it's a bit easier to make this assessment because you don't have like this sense of fake satisfaction or constant urge to eat dissatisfaction. So, when you don't have any carbohydrates, it's something like it's super easy to be like, ready to stop because you don't need any more any time and to understand your limits and things like that. So, next thing about this one is let's take a look over here. Okay, so I was in the dirty carnivore. I went over to regular carnivore, which is I went from bad meat back to good meat here recently, which means I'm going to go back to 12 eggs a day. Starting yesterday, I went back on 12 eggs a day so that I don't want any like bad foods and stuff like that, because I need the amino acids from that and some choline, I guess, too. But essentially, I'm going to replace those later with supplements because I don't feel like eating that all the time. But I just need to get back to good carnivore, so I'll eat the eggs for now. This means that in the future I can buy a more expensive egg, like $1 egg, and eat less of them, but it's the same price or even less than I would be paying before. And then I just don't eat as often. Plus, I can replace my bad meat with better meat, but that better meat can be replaced with excellent grass-fed beef and organ meats and things like that. Okay, so, but I don't eat as often. Eat more rarely is what I'm going to be doing. Okay, next is coffee is too desired. With 3 days of eggs, that coffee is super weight down, be on decaf, and out of coffee almost right away here because I don't eat any. Okay, so that being said, coffee is kind of neutral at the coffee bar, but sugar was high, so because of the bad meat. Okay, so here's what's happening with my body and water. So I'm up here, should have been here. Conditions under which I should have been here are the following. First of all, I should have probably had enough because I drink once per day after dark in preparation for the water I need the next day rather than what I need right now. Okay, then I've had enough. I'm okay. Everything tastes fine. I'm a little bit comfortable to drink, but then I'm done, basically, for a day. Okay. So on the dirty carnivore, it's not that because then I start to eat more food. So today, more meat, more bad meat, and then it's the same as eating a carbohydrate, filled diets basically because of all the meat having bad things in it. So and so that means I start to eat throughout the day and drinking water again throughout the day. So I move over here. Okay, so this would be OMAD, and this would be throat day for me. For me, okay. But remember, models of diets are specific to each person and what's planned. For me, I'm like I get intense satisfaction because I don't want any, and I have all my time in the world for other things, and I don't even think about it. So that's the difference. So this is like thinking about water through the day, not fun. Okay, next thing, sugar is high, which means my body's not making its own water endogenously, so I need more exogenous supply. If you drink more water, you need more water. But if you drink once a day, you don't need as much water, right? But if you drink once a day, you can probably increase it to 4 liters a day, so you can eat a bit more water as well. So, that goes a few different ways. Well, for men anyway. For women, I think they have a lower range that they need in terms of needs. They don't need as much. So, uh, anyway, excuse the, I guess pronouns are not really what's up anymore. So, anyway, if I need water, water tastes good. So if sugar is high, my body's not making more water, I'll probably need water. Water will start tasting better. Okay, but um, I need to go back down to OMAD so that my body's making its own water, and I don't need water as much for that reason. Okay. Another reason why is that oxygen supplies. If sugar is high, okay, bad oxygen, okay, bad O2. Your O2 stats are not going to be as awesome, in my experience. You have bad O2, you have bad potassium supplies. Oops, bad, not best. Bad potassium supplies, and so bad potassium and bad O2 tend to go together a little bit. So you want to have adequate potassium supplies as well as adequate oxygen. So if you're eating sugary meat, you're probably wasting your electrolytes with the meat, and the sugar is getting into the cells, not the potassium. Now you also probably have oxygen issues because your oxygen is not going to be as high or as efficient because you don't have electrolytes as much in balance. And honestly, that's what bad O2 is. You don't want to be having air hunger or deep breathing because you always got to think of your air or something. It should be really comfortable for you. So it's something like, okay, back to OMAD, get off this sugar, get onto good carnivore, and then that O2 and potassium is going to adjust really nicely. Now, when I drink this water, the sparkling water, instead of the bore effect blowing my mind with its amazing benefits, I just simply choose sparkling water because I know I love oxygen, but I'm not obsessing over it because I'm okay. But if you give me tap water, I'd be like, that's not okay. Tap water, no. I need to earn monies. I need to drink better water. But if I drink better water, I have more money because I don't spend it on food. So the other thing about this is that if I eat dirty carnivore, I don't have as much food. But if I eat good carnivore, I have more money buying clothes or upgrading my quality of food. It just kind of goes hand in hand, and I'm way better off this way. So I have more money on good meat. I have better oxygen, better electrolytes. For example, taste is excellent, but it's fine for me. But if you were to downgrade the brand, then I would know that right away because that's not okay. I hope that helps you understand Forever Blessed that I'm using a kind of a metric or way of analysis to agree to improve my living conditions, my quality of life, basic product, being better than not better. It's better for me to have better product, basically. Plus, I have personal reasons about my body's water supply that I have better water production from my fat if I don't eat carbohydrates because um, my fat can make water, which means it can be used in the process of making water in my body, which means I don't have to be thirsty. Uh, and thirst is a really particular nutrient deficiency. Usually, you need to manage blood sugar, have adequate intake per day, and sufficient quality of life, and then a lot of the symptoms should disappear rather than be normal. Um, Also, I'm using a method that involves subclinical nutritional deficiency and how eliminating those nutritional deficiencies or source of deficiencies provides massive quality of life where I can now use those resources for the things that I want to before I arrive at the same similar problems. So, um, thank you and take care. I appreciate your comment very much.